I do agree. Women have more options.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's why it
social
affects
media.
them more. I feel like that's like the least amount of reason it affects women. I think it's body image and confidence that affects women the most out of social media. They see hot girls and they compare themselves.
They have so many girls that could just
We're talking about dating.
That's not.
But don't you think like when dating, because if you don't have confidence and if you see what other people, you're going to get jealous and you're going to get crazy and you're going to stalk everything that they do and their following and their likes. If you're seeing all these other girls, you're going to like not trust your partner because you're scared that they're doing what you see everybody else online.
Don't you think that's connected to the validation though? If you're seeing all the hot girls online and you're comparing yourself to it, isn't the antidote to that getting more attention, validation for yourself? Isn't that what makes those bad feelings go away?
It's not that hard.
I guess I feel like the main thing is just comparison. Like I'm not gonna lie, I mastered the art of comparison. My whole algorithm is memes and godly content. I can't look at other one, but I know everybody else. I know it's an epidemic. I know so many girls that struggle with relationships because they compare themselves to everybody they see online, relationships they see online, single people they see online.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
here's the thing.
That's how it affects women the most.
But here's the thing. Like, the reality is, like, though you might sit there and say, "Oh, I'm not as pretty as this girl," that doesn't.
I don't think that. I never.
Okay. I'm not saying you.
In general.
I'm saying in general. Because you're saying that's a hiccup for a lot of women, is their inability to find peace with where they stand compared to other women, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that's irrelevant. And the reason why it's irrelevant is you could walk into a bar and men will approach you. You could walk into a bookstore, men will approach you. You could be at the gym, men will approach you. You can make a Tinder profile.
Where is this coming from? The statistics.
Hold on. You can make a dating profile. Men are going to send you a message and match with you. Like, that has absolutely no bearing whatsoever on your ability to attract a partner.
Most hot girls are the least approached because people don't even see themselves having it. They're scared of getting rejected from it anyways. Yes, like you're either really freaking ugly.
I think two things can be true at once. I think there are hot girls out there, and there are men that are scared to approach them. Trust me, I know that. But I think if we're talking about probability more than possibility, I think, or what happens more, what Myron is saying is absolutely
You
correct.
will be approached at some point.
Correct.
Yeah,
it doesn't affect the situation.
Statements because this doesn't apply to every single.
Yeah, but we can't have a conversation. Obviously, it's not everybody, but for the majority,
we're talking generally, right?
Yeah,
we're all from around the world.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not from
I'm not
Miami.
just talking like Miami. People are asking about relationships, but where's home math from? I have no idea where home math is from.
Okay, but where do y'all be hanging at that women always feel the need to put themselves against other women? Because if you that girl, regardless of where you at the gas station, they gonna pull up.
That's just a natural. Yeah, that's something that comes with being
insecure. But
it's natural to feel insecure. But your guys are saying that people don't talk to y'all whether you're hot or you're not.
No, I'm saying not just guys are having it. Like girls are not just the ones that are like having it so easy online to find men.
But
like,
the thing of it is
having standards.
It's actually the worst
because
women, guys.
y'all will befriend a guy so quick without giving him a chance. So you telling me ain't nobody in your DMs right now that you automatically was like, nah, I'm gonna friend him versus like actually giving him a chance because he don't look your specific type or anything. So y'all telling me y'all DMs is dry.
No, I like to network. I don't look at everything as a relationship.
But I'm talking about on date because I think I need to put it in a woman's perspective in order for y'all to understand what he's saying. He's saying y'all get hit on all the time. So you choose to either engage with the person that's hitting on you or you're going to put them in a friend zone.
How's that a problem?
He's not saying that's the problem. You missed the point 6 times.
They said that's negative for men to date. It's not negative because men have that same option too.
He's not saying it's negative. He's just saying what it is.
You can scroll and find girls.
I don't know what you're saying is negative.
Can I try to see if I can get everyone to agree to this?
It boils down to standards. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah.
Good on, Meth.
Can I run this by everyone? I think if I've got this all right, that what we're saying here is that the effects of social media they make women feel a lot of negative things, they make them feel a lot of insecurity. That affects the way that you interact with men. When Myron said that it doesn't matter, what he's talking about is it doesn't affect your situation. It doesn't affect how men perceive you. It affects how you perceive yourself, which is what causes the disruption.
But if you perceive yourself negatively, then you're gonna exude that negatively, whether you believe it or not.
And that's a personal problem that you gotta seek
But it still
help
affects.
for.
But it still affects exactly what you just said. No, on the outwards,
It's
it
a PP.
physically affects.
A man is still gonna flirt with you.
No matter if it's a man at the gas
flirts with
station
you.
that's gonna wipe your wipers
Men are gonna
clean.
throw darts in the dark anyway.
but
So
you
you gotta
know
be
this.
desperate.
Okay, so what he's saying
So
is,
what even
it's
is the
harder
argument
for
then?
me.
Yep,
He's
I've been
saying
trying to
it's
figure it
harder
out
for
as
men
well.
because he, as a man, they will try to reach out to y'all and y'all say nothing to them, whereas a woman has a big picking and she choose to pick one out of the bundle. Y'all missing the point. It ain't got nothing to do with you being cute. It ain't got nothing to do with if you at the gas station or at home or on social media. What he's saying is you have multiple men in your DMs.
She ain't lying.
You decide to pick which one you want to talk to
ahead.
based
You
off
guys
of
have
what he
ideas.
look like, based off of what he drive, and based off the money that he has. That's what he's saying. Y'all not getting it. Yeah, you know it.
Agree to
get it,
disagree.
you get
Agree to
it.
disagree.
You get it.
No, you see what? You know what's interesting? She experienced 10 seconds of what it's like to be me. She's already frustrated.
Twins.
She's yelling, because she's right.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but this is why I don't think women should be in leadership roles. You guys are clearly missing what I'm trying to say here. It doesn't matter how you feel. What we're saying is what's real. Your options are still there. Whether you feel like shit one day or you feel great one day. Your ability to attract men is not contingent upon how you feel. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't feel good.
I don't
enough to
really
look
believe
cute.
that.
Yeah, I don't
I'm not
believe
hearing that.
Y'all probably passed up y'all husband 6 times. This conversation ain't for them. Give it to somebody else, cause
Some
they not
people,
gonna get
it's not-
it. Y'all young.
So
I'll
hold
give
on,
it to
We're all
y'all.
different. We
Hold
all
on.
have different
If you
beliefs.
just go
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
okay, hold on.
24
Let's-
social media.
Let's say, right, you go to Starbucks tomorrow.
Well, and I don't completely disagree with what you're saying either. I just think that there's definitely a different side of it. So I'm not like I agree with
but
what you're saying.
this
It's
is
true.
isolated. He's just saying, for example, you go to Starbucks tomorrow in sweats and a white T-shirt, looking bummy. Aren't you going to be approached by somebody at some point?
You guys live everywhere.
Yes.
I swear to you guys.
answer
I
is
mean,
yes.
if I'm in Miami,
The
yes.
answer is
If I'm
yes.
in Miami, yes. If I'm in Texarkana, no. If I'm in East Texas, fuck no. Like,
But the point is, no matter how you feel, you might feel like shitty that day. You're going to be approached. Which
no.
is, she's
Not
right.
with my face.
it depends
and,
on
being,
it literally
mad.
depends
Bro.
on where you're at.
All right, man.
So y'all just not it because a regular female.
I am
I've lived
So
in
if you're it, you
I've
would agree with
lived
what we're
in 3
saying.
different states. I lived in Detroit,
We're not supposed to
Michigan.
all
I
agree.
lived in Tennessee,
I don't
and I
think
lived
so.
in Miami. If you have that type of vibe and energy with bare face, hair looking a mess at the gas station,
just talking about
niggas gonna say, "Hey, you want a
Okay,
you want
yes.
a cold drink? You want a pop?"
Right.
If
Could
you
be completely
but you
covered up.
just
It
you
wouldn't
just
matter.
proved his point. He
I'm
just
not-
got done saying people
Yeah.
still gonna come up to you. You call him deplorable, but he
No,
just
but
got done saying
How's he gonna
somebody's
come up
still
to
gonna
me
come up
if
to you.
I'm doing my own thing? I'm leaving. Like, he's not coming up to me. Like, I'm out of there. Like, you guys are acting like we have to be approached by guys. We have to turn them down. Sometimes you can smile and walk away.
Well, yeah,
it's
they
all good. You don't have to hurt his feelings.
You don't have to give them
It's
a
all
no.
good.
No one said that.
You're
I
missing
think
the point.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
not
y'all
getting the point.
cannot understand it from a
We have to have one
man's
point of view in this podcast.
No, because you can see
we're all robots,
you
right?
can see 69 and I can see 96. Don't mean you right, don't mean I'm wrong.
I don't think you guys
But
are wrong
he's
or
saying
right.
it
I
from
just
a
think you guys
man's
are-
perspective. If you actually sit down and listen to a man that is telling you these are the things that they go through, you don't even want to put
This is one
yourself in a
man
perspective
saying that,
to
though. There's other
understand.
men that have different opinions.
Okay, and they probably in your DMs and you still ignore them.
How do you know, girl?
Why are we here?
I don't know. Why are
I don't know. I feel like,
Like
you
y'all
run the
are
show.
not. No, because y'all not getting it. Y'all not listening
I'm
to
sorry,
the
we're
man.
not getting
Why she looking at me though?
He's really trying to explain it
breaking
to
the fourth
y'all
wall.
in latent terms.
She breaking the fourth wall.
In latent terms that he's saying it is harder for a man, not speaking on all men, because he also did not say on all women, that it's harder for him to go online, reach out to a woman he may be interested in, because women have so many men that's
So
always
that's a them problem.
talking
It's
to
harder for them.
But that's what he said in the beginning. God
We're not
damn
gonna
it.
let people have
Can I just say, look, can I just finish what I was Can I just finish my point?
Like
I
10
have
minutes?
one
Can I go back
question
to-
for you.
See how frustrated she
I ain't
is?
saying nothing
take a
else. I
breath.
ain't
Yeah,
saying
man,
nothing else.
look
I'm
at how
quiet.
frustrated she is.
4 years.
I'm gonna be
Yo,
quiet.
I've been doing this shit
It
for 5
is.
years.
Yeah.
She spent, what, 10 minutes doing this?
Yeah.
She's
You
guys are
already
not doing
frustrated.
shit,
Yeah,
though.
why are we here? I'm like,
She already frustrated.
It's like,
You guys are just talking over
What's your
people.
question?
Turn my mic
like,
off.
Chris, take me out of this bitch.
My mic off. Talking over people
mic
does not
is
mean
off.
you're right and you're winning the argument.
I
or
agree.
something.
And
Hold on,
talking
hold
in
on.
general, really, with a low voice does not mean you made any sense from the beginning when we started the conversation before the 5 minutes that we've
thought I
been
was- we
here.
got you
Wait, Fresh has a question. I want to hear
You
it.
did.
Wait,
because
go
I
ahead.
cannot
Can we?
believe that it's women
Anybody?
that's this dense.
We're the ones that
This is why I don't have girls that's friends, because y'all are very much dense. You're
That's
very
a
much
fact.
entitled. You're very much thinking whatever
we
you say.
regroup,
No.
My
please?
girlfriends love me.
If both
Okay.
of us are on the same level and
My
she's
mic is
standing
off.
next to me, she's quiet. She's been more quiet than y'all. no, but she's understanding what he's trying to say. Just because I'm being loud and I'm more of a verbal person, I'm just like trying to get y'all to understand it like in a kindergarten level.
Don't get it.
I'm just trying to don't get it. Let's move on.
Let's calm this down.
You can't save us anymore.
We know. We know. That's not a question.
He knows what's
All right, Queens. Hold on, Queens. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, Matt.
Good.
I wasn't sure what we were arguing about just then.
Sorry.
What was that? Was it who has it worse, men or women, from social media? Was that the argument?
That's basically what it is. Yeah.
We're not allowed to have our own opinion on our lives.
Well, of course we're allowed to
Who
have our
has
own
it
opinion. It would
worse?
be
Not
nice
who
if I could
gets
hear
the
one.
most. It's who has it worse. I feel like
Because we don't live our own lives. You guys
just because we don't get answered as much doesn't mean we don't have it worse.
But common sense is
Okay,
no
one
common.
at a time. Slow down.
Nothing is called.
So,
Oh my God.
so that was the argument. Men or women, do they have it? Who has it worse? That's what we were
In a
just
nutshell.
Okay.
making noise about. All right. Yeah, I understand that there definitely were some opinions in there. I heard somebody ask for me a minute ago. Was there a specific question you had, or you just wanted me to take the wheel?
No, I said, do you have a graph or something to illustrate this? I'm assuming you might have it
yeah,
on your
I
book
mean,
somewhere.
I could bring out that. I could bring out the same one that I had a minute ago.
Yeah, explain this to ladies. Maybe a visual representation will show them.
If you ladies are not familiar with my work, basically this is the first, graph chart that I created, and it shows how basically people relate to each other when they know each other and when they don't. Women are very, very picky with men that they don't know. Maybe you've heard of proximity attraction. When you're around a man for a long enough time, you start thinking of him as a potential mate. But if he crosses you on the street, you won't. The social media has, we used to live in like farm towns and everybody knew each other and things made sense. And now everyone is on the phone. So it's just all that all the time. That is what's creating that dynamic. And I had another thing. Sorry, it's a little bit
Show them that picture one more time, Holmath. Show them that picture
So
one
you
more time.
drew some pictures, whole math.
Let me show them this. All right, ladies, look. You see the two graphs here, right?
beautiful art.
Look, ladies, move it a little bit to the right. Good. Okay, ladies. So if you look on the right here, right, you see a majority of women are looking for a minority of the men. They're all chasing the top tier guys. You see that?
Oh,
Okay.
now I get it because it's on that paper.
Yes. Now on the left hand side, though, the men, we're basically we're not as picky as you guys are. Okay, like on the left, men, we're more willing to date someone on our level. Women are not like that. On the right hand side, you guys want someone who's superior to you. So see how only men that are 8, 9s, and 10s are getting looked at, versus on the other side, the men look at all the women.
Yeah, social media intensifies that. Was my point. Yeah.
Do you guys
And the
understand
other guys
chart
are
here?
I think
invisible.
1 through 3 on the right side, they're just incels.
Right.
A lot of women,
Unfortunately.
men, they're not qualified for it.
This is the issue, right? We're telling you in plain sight what it is. You're denying because you're.
You guys drew something and we're supposed to look at that and be like, oh.
It's common sense.
You know what? You know what? I get it now.
The drawings don't prove it. They just
they don't
simplify
prove anything,
it.
actually.
So that
Well,
people
y'all
can
didn't get it
You
verbally,
guys
so
just
he trying
pointed
to
at
show
me.
y'all visually.
give me a
Some
pen.
people learn
If
differently.
everyone's gonna scream at 2 people about the same opinion, of course everyone's gonna agree with the majority.
Yeah,
right?
because you guys are just all like the
Like,
one
it makes
brain
sense because
mentality right
everyone's
now.
like y'all, if y'all are like, why can't
People
you
are allowed to have
understand
their own opinions. I wish
Nobody's-
you guys would have more.
Okay. Let
We
me ask you
had the
this.
conversation
Hold on,
before the
hold on.
graph came out.
Okay, let me ask this.
Exactly. But the question was about social
You
media.
still
and y'all
didn't
talking
get
about
it
gas
twice.
stations.
Ladies, let me ask you this. Okay.
Okay, let's not get at each other now.
Are you picky?
Yes.
Are you picky?
In a sense, yeah.
Are you picky?
Moral wise, I've dated some ugly men. Not, but
Okay. Okay, outside of physical looks, but are you picky maybe about their status, how they treat
No.
you, comedy?
how they treat me, yes, but nothing like.
Do they
not
have to have
physical-
money?
But I'm also a good person. I have Jesus guiding me, so
Bro.
I can't speak.
It's like you have to justify every
I
answer.
do.
Just
Why
like
can't
the
she just
question.
say it?
I'm saying, just fucking take it.
How about what percent
my
of men? What percent of men do you turn down?
There you go.
Percent of men do I turn
Out
down?
of 100.
Yeah, like if 100 guys ask you out, how many you
like
say
I
yes?
said, I do get approached. So I don't count how
Okay,
many I'm not turning them
80%,
down.
30%.
Not everybody that approaches me is looking to have a romantic relationship.
Nigga, they are, bro. Come on, man.
How's she supposed to do that math right now in her head? Look, so there's like
Roughly,
this guy,
just-
that guy, Mark,
Yeah, y'all know what
Tony. Like you guys have
mean,
the
I could
papers and
guess.
shit.
That one guy
Give
from
us a pen.
What?
Is it 30 or 40%?
Y'all
He gave
just
you
used to little
100.
thoughties on here. You're not used to people with actual like morals giving answers.
Yeah, which if you have morals, that means you're picky, right?
Yes.
So a
Like I said,
minority of men
personality.
qualify. You reject most men that come to you.
For the most part, so do men.
So 60 or 70%. He's asking
Girl, I don't know how many men have ever approached him.
You just mentioned your man has to love God, right?
Yeah.
That qualifies a lot of men.
They're already
out the gate.
questioning her.
So you're very picky.
And?
All right, what about you?
I'm not super picky. It's based off of character. Physical is not that big of a deal. He ain't got to be 6 foot. He ain't got to have abs.
Can you show that picture again?
It's not that big of a deal.
Again,
He's gonna be black watch.
Because look, you ladies do understand, right? If you're gonna say I'm picky, by definition that means a majority of men don't qualify. So this chart does apply on the right-hand side. Make it big for us, Bills. Like if you're picky, by definition that means most men don't qualify. Only a minority of men qualify. Therefore, the 8, 9, 10 category is where that man will fall most of the time.
The green line.
And your husband probably at a 3, but you passed him over at the gas station. That's what they mean to say.
Does that make sense now? Because you can't be picky, but also give a lot of men a chance.
Like, are we gonna move on?
Yeah, right.
See, we're just trying to get you guys to understand, but
No, we do understand, but we don't agree. Probably,
Yeah,
like,
I can understand where you're coming from. But
No, I would never.
No, but it's common
you
sense.
are
If you
being
agreed and you understand, then we're on the same page. But you're
But the
not.
question isn't how many more men reject women. The question is who has it harder in relationships based off of social media.
Well, that's
My
not the
answer's
question he's
still-
asking
Yeah,
now. He's asking,
that's it.
are you
That's
picky
the-
or
but
not?
look, that's
The
the
question
deeper
now
question.
is, are you picky or no? Yes or no?
That's where this led to. So that's where
Okay,
we're
well,
tying
this is
back
the
to.
questions we're asking now.
I got a question that can go in a different direction.
Yeah.
Give me a headache.
Go
It's not an
Y'all are
argument.
feisty, girls. Come on.
girls,
We're
Can
barely
we-
talking. We're the
can we
feisty
change-
ones.
change
Y'all have
topics a
something
little
to
bit?
say after
Yeah.
everything we said.
Oh, one second, ladies.
Savannah, girls, be quiet, please. When someone's talking, the host is talking.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Can we-
What were you gonna say?
So my question is then, since we were talking about who has it harder based on social media, what do you remember about how your self-image and your relationship to relationships changed because of social media? Like, it hasn't been around so long that you guys have been on it all your lives, right? There's a time before it, right? So what do you think changed when it showed up?
I've had social media since I was in the 5th grade, so nothing
Okay.
changed.
That's probably the problem.
Is that so? Yeah, that's true for all of you.
No.
So then who didn't have social media when you were a kid or a teenager?
Probably
And
us.
what?
Us 3 and them 2
I
did.
had it. I had.
Prove the point.
I think I had it when I was a teenager.
So yeah, tell me what changed when you got it.
Are you asking me?
No, the girls.
Oh,
The
remember,
girls. What's
I
up
was
to
young.
I mean, the 3 girls.
What changed when we got it? It was too much, so I logged back off because I wasn't used to
Got
it.
insecure.
Myself
Too much what?
personally, it was just too much going on too fast at the same time. I was used to being outside, not being on the phone, not being on a computer all the time. So it became too much, and I logged off and I went back outside to play in the snow.
So it was like addiction, or it was just
No,
too
it
bothersome?
was too much too fast at the same time.
Yeah, but the question
Yeah.
is what though? DMs. Likes?
Well, first when I started in middle school, it was Instagram, not Instagram, MySpace. So even then, I would post a picture. Too many people commented. Too many people I would log off for 3-4 days at a time. But
Yeah, it
that was for me personally because I was used to being a child that needs to be outside until the street lights come on. When you come inside, you eat dinner and you go to sleep. It wasn't waking up, being on social media, going to school, being on social media, going to sleep, it's probably just because it's a different time frame as well. I got kind of like a decade over them.
Okay.
At my time, we were still using pagers. I'll take
Back in
it.
my days.
For
I
me,
will take it.
For me, it was like FOMO and the dopamine hit it gave me, all the likes I got on photos and stuff like that. I was really, really insecure.
So it was kind of
about
addicting.
things. What was that?
So it was addicting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
hmm
sure.
What about you?
Shit, I was there with MySpace. So.
Oh yeah, we know.
Postcard Sue.
Holy.
I remember when MySpace started too. Yeah.
Yeah, MySpace wasn't. MySpace.
That wasn't a big
like-
deal.
No, not at all. It was very.
Facebook
like,
is when it started getting bad.
Yeah, but I didn't really have Facebook for a while because I was married at the time, and me and my husband had agreed that, we weren't gonna do that. Eventually, we did, and then we had each other's logins and all that mess. So.
Okay, so it didn't really change much for you. Because you were married at the time.
Right.
So then, for everybody, regardless of when you adopted social media, what impact do you think it's had on your life? Like, I guess what I'm trying to ask is, how do you think the dating problem that we all agree on would be different if it wasn't here? If there was social media was just banned tomorrow?
People actually have to get to know each other.
Yeah,
You can swipe so fast based off of his shoes. We see it all the time on the Red Balloon podcast. Your sideburns was crazy. Swipe.
Balloon.
Yeah.
Baby, but if he's within 5 miles and single of you and you have no social media, guess who you're going to like? Probably Hunter with the sideburns.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
Yeah, that's what I mean about getting to know each other.
Nobody takes that time. It's so easy to just swipe based off a little so-called ick what they have nowadays, based off of what back in the day it was just like, oh, he does this, it's quirky. Now it's an ick. He came on time. He opened the door for me. He took me to freaking Cracker Barrel. It's an ick.
Yeah, every tiny little imperfection, right?
How are you expected to get to know somebody? It should be easy enough to go.
But we gotta
get
have
coffee.
the difficult conversation. Who is more likely to disqualify someone on, small things like this?
Oh, women.
Oh, women. Yeah.
It's not a second guess. Y'all
no
got it
one
hard.
disagrees with that, right?
And then this is why. But why do they disqualify? You got to peel the layers back. Why are women so picky now? And why are they willing to kick guys to the curb for I don't like his sideburns, I don't like Cracker Barrel, whatever? It's because of social media and the options. If I have options and I have a lot of people that desire me, I don't have to tolerate fuckery. I can be like, you know what? I could demand the best man because I have a lot of men that want me. So that's why they behave the way that they do. So when you guys say the things that you say about, oh, well, social media affects both genders the same, that's not true whatsoever. Because with men, we don't get nearly the same amount of attention on social media as you guys do. An average woman gets more DMs, more attention, more validation, and more opportunity on social media for dating than a top tier guy in the 1%. The 1% guy still has to send DMs. Average girls don't send DMs. They get DM'd. That's the difference. So when you're the person who is getting the attention, you select. Mm-hmm. But if you are the person that's giving the attention, you are at the mercy of the selector. Who is the selector? The women. And social media has exacerbated that selector's power.
I don't think it's just that though either, because now women are a lot more independent. So it's like this whole, I don't need
that makes it worse. That allows them to be even pickier.
Men too, though.
Yeah, what does that have to?
Men have. I'm always a gray area because you know what y'all did that made these subpar women feel big? Gave them $40 for a fuck.
Who's getting $40?
Where's that happening?
Hey, so a lot. People will tell you all the time. Media. Y'all men will like, oh, okay, I want to deal with her real quick. She want $40. Let me give her $40 and she gonna fuck. And you got bitches.
How common is that?
You have so many females coming out here saying, oh, they big dog this and they big dog that. No, that ain't the case. A lot of y'all men be scratching the itch.
No, there's a lot of women
and
that
be
are
allowing them to think they big dogs because they getting fucked for $40.
Wait, hold on.
This is Colombia?
No, this is wherever. It's all been on social media. That's how I learned about it.
That's not American prices. That's Colombia prices.
I feel like I'm living in a
I have no idea.
What's going on, bro?
But it's a lot of women out here that think that some men want to trick on them.
$40.
Look,
and men don't. He like, I ain't gonna pay my prices. I ain't gonna pay those prices. And women be really coming out thinking they big dogs.
The economy is pay to play.
I bet you 16 women's look.
Yeah, what she's trying to say, she's using expired numbers. But what she's basically saying is that women are monetized sexually now.
They are.
Yes.
That's why they go get BBLs and do everything else because y'all gonna pay for it because they look good inside the clubs. Y'all gonna smash and dash, not wipe them up, and then still go home to your pretty wife that's educated.
I would
and
argue that's a response to women's selectiveness.
That's a selectiveness, but a lot of women will say yes because he got the $40.
No, I'm telling you, the men do that.
Yeah, how many women are saying yes for $40?
Well, I don't know if it's $40 no more.
There's been whole
but
there's been whole inflation. Okay,
the point is,
okay, it's inflation. You would know.
You should know.
What
You
I'm
would
saying,
know.
what I'm saying is that because she said that men are paying for sex. Yes, men have always paid for sex. Prostitution's always been around. But what I'm saying is that it happens even more so now because it's a way to respond to women doing the shit that they do. Since women are more selective, harder for regular guys to get laid. So like, you know what? I'm just gonna pay for it.
So everything's women's fault.
Yeah, a lot of men are just desperate, and that's the only choice that they have.
Y'all agreeing or
it's women and men.
I just said it was both.
There's women and men on social media giving props to women who are fours, posting their butt on social media, commenting under their posts, and girls thinking they want to marry them. They want to marry them, and they don't.
So
like
I said it still is a part of the man because if they wouldn't gas everybody's head up, if they would not gas the most subpar women heads up, everybody wouldn't believe they bad bitches.
Right.
then the girl be like, "Oh, you trying to come talk to me? You gotta spend some money." Why would he have to do that? If you already get men, you gotta pay your own rent anyway. So what's the big deal about him putting rent on it? They not dating for love. They trying to see what you can spend for them because a nigga gave them $40 for a little bit of pussy.
Not everybody is like money. I think
I ain't saying no, y'all, but y'all saying $40 only. Like, okay, what you be doing?
What country?
That's such a specific number.
I feel like sex is priceless. So $40
when I was younger, that's where the start was, and I was like, y'all lost y'all minds because it shouldn't be based off of him giving you $40. It should be based on his character and you date him.
Don't be
telling on my age. They probably do deals. I don't know what escorts and prostitutes do, but I'm just saying when I was growing up, I seen a lot of gorilla face looking women with nice bodies that will go around saying they a bad bitch, and I'm like, you're not though. Like even not you can't what? And they're like, oh, but this nigga trick on me, cause he want pussy. But if he didn't pay for that said pussy, she would have been back in the house at her mama house
for some pussy,
saying I'm lonely. Bring back bullying. God damn.
Bring back shame.
Please.
Yeah. That's exactly where I was going with this. Bring back the old ways. I wanted to ask.